Good morning, dear diary. Today I've woken up quite slow to start, but that's inevitable. That's been the pattern the last couple of days, so I'm not beating myself up over it. Last night I made sure that all of my alarms were set. I don't recall all of them going off this morning, but I definitely was awake from about 8 o'clock and snoozing from 8 till 9. So that's something I just need a little bit more discipline around, but it was good that I had, good morning, a 9:30 appointment with Fernwood. So what that was is a like strength induction program training. More than anything, it was just showing me how to use the gym equipment correctly, and doing a couple of reps to make sure that my technique's correct and to find out what starting weight to be doing that with. So I guess, hello darling, because I guess because I've started the morning with an appointment about health and fitness, I've kind of started like on a good note, which is awesome. I'm feeling really optimistic. I know that my job today is to get through without using, hello sweetheart, my mission for the next 2 days, because I promised myself last week to get through the Thursday night without using after class. So that will be a little bit of a challenge tonight. I am aware of that, just because I am so in the habit of going there, even though I haven't gone there in a few weeks, heading out to Ballarat East on the way home. Yes, you want to come closer, Cardosh. Sorry, I won't lock you out of me then. You want to come in closer. So yeah, but that's okay, because what I'm going to do is come home and shower and wash all the grip and stuff off, and then start tanning. That should keep me busy and distracted, and plans to have a magnesium tonight as well to help my muscles offload, because I will be doing quite a bit of training. So even though I've got all these like appointments with Fernwood at the moment, I don't have any plans to go there just yet, because I don't want to overload my body and do too much at once, which a lot of people are warning me that I'm already trying to tackle too much at once. And I mean, I am mindful of that, but at the same time, there are a lot of things that I need to change, and it's not, I guess I've been feeling like my life's like a bit of a Jenga puzzle, and that, you know, we've been playing for a while, so the tower's sort of getting a little bit topply, and that I'm trying to figure out, well, what's my next move. That's where I've kind of been feeling like I've been stuck, and you know, I say everyone, but like lots of health supports have been pointing at the green block and saying, that one, you've got to move that one next. And I'm going, I don't know, like that one's supporting pretty much a lot of the weight on top of it. I'm wondering if it's better for me to adjust some of the lower pieces so that it has more stability before the green one gets moved out. But that's where I've been stuck again. So maybe I just need to pull the green one, and if that's the end of the game, it's not the end of the game. It's just the fucking tower card from the tarot deck, which terrifies me whenever it gets pulled out. Don't get me wrong. It depends on my mental state. If things are good and I see a tower card, I'm not happy about it. But if things are just crap, then I accept the tower card as a sign. If you're not familiar with tarot, the tower basically means destruction. Destruction of like it's this big building that's been struck by lightning and it's on fire and it's gonna go down. But the positive to be taken from that is, through the destruction of structures, you can create something new, and rebirth is possible. And so I guess it's kind of similar to the death card. I think a lot of people know that like the death card isn't as bad as people assume it to be. So the tower card's more what you worry about, but that's at least what I take out of the positivity of it. So I guess remembering again that sleep isn't going to be as deep, but you know what? It might even be better because I'll wake up a little bit easier in the morning. You are so in love with me, aren't you? And yeah, I'm going to send Mel and Des a message to let them know that I haven't heard from my mechanics. So if tomorrow still suits them, I'll come see them. Yeah, so otherwise generally feeling quite good. I did use last night, I used the last of what was in the house. I was still exhibiting drug-seeking behaviour, and I called Alex. I actually called Alex crying. I think at about like 8:30 or 9. As you know, as we saw yesterday, I was quite emotional. A lot of emotions were coming up, and I guess I was wanting to know if I needed to grieve my relationship with Alex, because I didn't know what the silence meant. I didn't know if the silence meant his acknowledging like a boundary that I want respected. That's in like, don't supply me with any stuff, or if he's just avoiding contact with me because of the whole thing that's going on between me and Jonesy at the moment. So yeah, anyway, I left him a couple of voice messages, and he called me when he finished work and was walking home. So we got to have a good chat, and, you know, me scoring off him didn't even come up. Even though like I'd left a message saying that. He didn't mention it. I also didn't mention it. So I got off the phone and was like, oh, well, all I have left is what I have. And I didn't think it would be enough, but it was enough. And I counted down my last few smokes and said that was it, and went to bed. So yeah, I don't have much of a plan to do today as far as activities go, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to take it really chill, because tonight that's what I'm going to be doing, a lot of my physical activities. Obviously with training and stuff, I'm hoping, look how bad my callus is. I'm really trying to look after it, but yeah, I reckon it's going to heal over the Christmas break, and then it's just going to get torn off again as soon as I get back there. But we'll see, maybe not. I have managed to maintain my calluses for quite some time. Like, this is the first time that they've come off in years. So maybe we just don't take so long off aerials meme in future. But yeah, no, so going back to my chat with Alex, yeah, and look, Alex is still there for me. He's still my friend, and he, I guess, was a little like taken aback that I would even question that. And I said, well, look, dude, I don't know. And the last time I spoke to you, you know, you passed on a threat. And he's like, no, I wasn't threatening you. But, like, and because I asked him, I said, well, do you have plans for Monday? Because he says that he's, usually his work, like the restaurant that he works at isn't open on a Monday, so he has that off. But then he started doing bass lessons from, like, earlier in the year. And he usually does that on a Monday afternoon. But yeah, so he's got, that's over. So he's got Mondays off now, which he's really happy about. And so I just said to him, I'm like, well, do you have plans for next Monday? And he's like, oh, no, nothing yet. So if you want to do something. And I'm like, well, I'm busy. I already have plans. He's gone, oh, is that the 16th? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, right. Well, I'll be as far away from here as I can be. And I'm like, okay. Have things been not that great? And he's like, no, things have been terrible. And I'm like, well, I don't know that because I haven't been in contact. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I told you that I wasn't threatening you, and I wasn't giving you a warning. I was just saying that, like, if you go through with this, it's going to make my home life a lot more difficult. And that's when I was just like thinking, wow. Like, I've been telling you to get out of that place for I don't know how long. Like, I'm sorry that I couldn't live with you anymore and that you felt you had nowhere else to go than to move into that asshole's house. But I've spent so long and so many times, like, short of grabbing your hand and making you do anything, like, I've been there to look at more houses. Like, you know, at the beginning of the year, around March, April, Alex and I were looking at houses to move into together until my parents bought this place. And so then that fell through. You know, I've been saying to him, like, because he only pays $100 a week in rent there, you know, showing him other share houses. And then he's like, I don't want to go live with strangers and I'm old enough to try living on my own. I want to live on my own. And so it's like, okay, well, go live on your own. You work pretty much full time at a casual rate. And he even showed me his bank account. He's got over 10 grand in savings. So it's like, well, what are you waiting for? I even said to him a couple of months ago, because Jonesy was saying to me that, like, he's happy to help friends out if they are in trouble. So he'll only charge them $50 a week board and then $50 a week for bills, which is never enough. And so then what actually, the way it more looks like is $100 a week for rent, and then bills is on top of that, and the two of them aren't energy conscious at all, so their bills are through the roof and don't get paid on time, and lots of angry letters and phone calls and this, that and whatever. So Jonesy has been saying to me that, yeah, he's happy to help a friend out, but he's not going to help freeloaders, which is what he's classing Alex as, and that he's going to have a chat with him about splitting the rent 50-50 if he's going to continue staying there. And so I gave Alex that heads up, and I'm like, dude, get out of there before he starts charging you more money. And he's still there. And yeah. And I'm not being made, but I don't know. I don't know what Alex is getting at or trying to achieve in telling me that I've made his life really difficult because I'm doing this, I'm getting this IVO out on Jonesy. And it's like, well, I'm sick of the harassment, so I'm getting out. And when I tried to get out and said in 2 text messages and in 2 verbal communications, I do not want to hear from you anymore. And it got to, you know, him talking about how much he wants to fuck me and things like that. I'm like, no, I don't have to put up with that. I'm sorry if it's made your home life really fucking difficult, but that's not my problem. I've tried to help you get out so many different times. You're the one resisting. You're the one choosing to stay there. If it's uncomfortable, that's your own problem, Alex. And yeah, maybe you know, a friend said that I'm not going to notice any growth in myself until I look back over these videos, but already, I mean, I'm not even like ragingly angry at Alex, like, how dare you turn this about you, and I'm just like, wow, you cannot see outside of your own situation and past your own nose in this like circumstance. And I don't know, if I think about it too long, then I can start to work myself up, because my brain starts to go, is he victim blaming? Does he think it's my fault that like, I deserve this harassment because I keep showing up over there? But then I know that that's not the case, because he wants to hang out with me. He likes me going over there, and we just have a smoke and watch TV or whatever together. So I'm sure that Alex doesn't feel like our friendship should have to come with this proviso that I'm okay with being sexually harassed by his, you know, 50-year-old housemate that he fucking hates. Like, I don't get why he lives there. But anyway, that's his journey and that's his thing. And I am making steps to move away from it. And I guess, yes, it is sad and something to grieve that he is not willing to come on that journey with me. But that's his path. And, yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, I don't know, grief doesn't I feel like adult May is kind of back in the driver's seat a bit today, which is good. It's a nice place to be. But, yeah. It's a shame about Alex. Yeah, a bit stressed about money. Have no money, even though you know, Combank meant to have released these funds to me, but they haven't quite hit my account yet. And then I'm also just super conscientious that I don't want to do the same thing where I just start racking the debt up on it. No, it still hasn't been released to me, which is really shit. But there are, I don't know, like I spent a lot of money yesterday. One on the sugar appointment, so for this weekend. So, you know, that's $55 gone right there, unfortunately. And then on a psych appointment as well. So, you know, the $100 that I usually have left over to look after myself and buy, even like that $100 usually will go towards a tank of fuel and a pouch of tobacco. But I don't have that this week, and I'm sort of still trying to figure out how to problem solve around that. Do I pay myself my Fox Therapy's wages a week early, but know that I'm not going to have like any money next week, or I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of a check-in. Yeah, I'll keep chatting and I'll check back in later on this afternoon, probably before I head out to training, and then I'll do another one when I come back home, so we can see how I'm doing and how I've been. And yeah, but otherwise I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling too overly confident. I think what I'm actually going to do today is just some like minor tidying of putting some things away, and I might read. I think today feels like a good reading day, but I'll let you know how I go. Thank you for checking in, and good luck, May. I believe in you. I think you've got everything in you, because even though your emotions have been a little bit high over the last couple of days, you've managed to sit through it. You didn't take any Valium through it yesterday. So you do have everything in you. You are resilient enough. So practice it so that you can see it and believe it, instead of relying on other people telling you how strong and resilient you are. Okay? Love you, May. Bye.